Hi everyone, I'm Jessenia the New England Psychic Medium. This is a segment I am calling Spiritual Untruths. So this is a series of videos, mini videos I will be posting that go over subjects and statements that are simply not true in the spiritual realm or true to spiritual development. I do ask that people stay open-minded. Everybody is entitled their own perspective and their own opinion, and this of course is my specific opinion based on my work with my clients and through my soul level knowledge and experience. One of those untruths that I want to discuss right off the bat is that our souls are all-knowing. Now, it does feel that way compared to our physical, very limited mind and our very physically limited knowledge. But when we access our soul level truths, what we are accessing is our soul level experience. We do not all have the same experience. We learn at soul level through experience and through travel and through being part of something. So this means traveling to other soul groups, traveling to other dimensions, taking on classes or lessons, or taking on some kind of knowledge and experience. Some of that can be done through healing. For example, when I heal a client, I am present in their physical experience, therefore I can see things through their eyes or point of view or perspective. So in a way, I am learning through experience. So there's this common misconception that souls are perfect and that they are all-knowing and they never make mistakes. And that is also untrue. In my work, I have had souls come to me and they have come to me for in-between life trauma. So I'm a past life reader. When I work with a client, I can access that client's past lives, but rarely, every once in a while, I'll get a client who has in-between life trauma. And this is trauma they have overcome somewhere in between their lives during soul level work, travels, or during their soul level experiences. This can be an accident at work or an action that put them in danger or some kind of mishap there at soul side. So those really vary and depend specifically on the client, but it does happen. So it kind of debunks that idea that souls are all perfect and all-knowing and they never have any mistakes. We are very much created in their image. We literally function like them. We are imperfect. We make mistakes. We are always growing, expanding. We are curious. We like to experience new things, new peoples, new places, and that is really what souls do. Now, they, of course, have a much more experienced version of the process, since they are comparing thousands and sometimes millions of lives and experiences to our one. So it does feel limitless in that way. Another thing about souls that people assume is that they do nothing in between lives, that we only live to have lives. And that is also untrue. As I explained a little bit and touched upon a little bit before, souls do have jobs and missions in between lives. In fact, we all astral travel in our sleep. So while our physical body is asleep, our soul will astral travel. They will look up for information. They might go to classes. They might go to sermons. They might take on lessons. They might do work. They might act as guardian angels or guides to other beings here on earth who are awake. So we have a lot of really neat things that we do while our physical body is asleep. Our soul does not require sleep like our physical body does. Our soul does get bored. They are infinite beings and they are essentially limitless. So watching you sleep is not something that's considered fun or exciting for them. They are anchored to our body and they don't have to function on our time frame. So they can jump back to our body when we awaken, no matter how startled we are or how quick the awakening felt. They can literally just be pulled back into our body just like that. Our souls don't usually experience our deaths. Our souls usually will leave our body before we die. And I know this because I have seen and experienced a lot of deaths in my clients. When I go through past lives, a lot of the past lives that I pick up are past lives where souls were present during their death. And the reason they were present is because they were waiting for something, or holding on to life, or clinging on to life, or waiting for their children, or they, for some reason, for some circumstance, would not release their body and suffered through the pain of dying. So that is a rare occurrence that most of us don't experience. So just like people say, like, you can't die in your dream because you would just wake up. It's a lot like that at soul level. You would just leave your body before the actual incident. And most of us, like I would say 97% of the time, we plan our death. We know we are going to die, and we create that exit point in our pre-birth planning. And that will get me to the next topic, but I'm doing these videos in segments, so I would check the next video. Now, if you want more of these videos, I would subscribe to my Compassion Congregation. It's an online group that takes place on Facebook in a private group where I discuss weekly spiritual development topics. And we go through all of these topics, but in greater detail. And we, my clients have the ability to ask many questions. We can get more involved. They can even request specific themes or topics to discuss in the congregation. So it's a really fun group. And the reason why I do the private group is because then we don't get trolls. We don't get people commenting their hateful comments or their narrow-minded perspectives. And the people in the group are protected. So if you liked the video, I would subscribe and share so that other people can come to the page and figure out their own spiritual truths. Thank you.